Oh, for 1,000 tongues to sing, my great Redeemer's praise.
Okay, I got it. Okay, good. Terrific.
When's the last time you've been on a bike?
Rusty, I'm Mike.
You're kidding me.
You know, the bike really is a big deal for a lot of people. How dramatic an impact can a bike have?
First, it gives people some dignity. They can get to a job. It expands their radius.
The bottom line is there's a real need. I mean, there's only one Rusty.
Let's get this party started.
Who are all these people?
Milady, now before you hug me, let me just point out, somebody fell asleep in the sun yesterday.
Oh my God!
Ow! Like
You know
an
what, though?
idiot.
I feel like you're gonna bronze in a half hour.
I feel like I'm gonna lose my skin like a
God.
snake. I lay there like a Christmas ham. And now here I am. God, it's great to see you.
It's great to see you too.
All right.
Okay. There we go.
Nice to see you as well. We're in Orlando, by the way.
We are in Orlando. So I'd love to take you on a little walk and talk because these legs are gonna be moving in all kinds of directions today. There's no other way to say this. We're gonna begin the scene today by taking a little bike ride together.
Sarah, we've talked about this.
I know we have.
We've seen you in action behind the wheel of an automobile. Do you really want to perch yourself on a two-wheeled contrivance and hope for the best?
You know, that I will be hoping for the best.
If you've never ridden shotgun with Sarah, did you hear that, Taylor? That was my sphincter slamming shot. Here's what you're missing.
Is this the right address? Okay. Ninkosisika Leli Africa. And when we find ourselves in a place just right. Oh my God.
I rest my case. Truth is, we're probably both a lot safer on individual bicycles. I just wanted you to know what it's like to be me for a minute. Hey, quick question.
Please.
What are we doing?
Gonna get a lot of things here this morning. Thumbnails are really important in the age of digital content.
You're really going inside baseball for
I
the
am
viewer
very
right
inside
now.
baseball for the viewer.
All right. So you're just saying
Just for you to know.
We're here to gather assets on a still camera so
Yeah.
we can use them in some way to better socialize whatever the content is we hope to get from the project currently being called People You Should Know.
Exactly. And I feel like if I were looking for something uplifting to watch and something that was gonna make me laugh and not feel like the world was a dumpster fire after I've completed it, I would click on a picture of me and you on a bike.
Great. Perfect. Something. I once got a fish this big. Look, TV has changed, and I'm trying to change with it. And if this thumbnail helps more people find people you should know, then I'm pleased to pose.
Do you prefer the right or the left?
You know, I like to mix it up. It's like spooning.
Exactly.
I like to mix it up.
Exactly.
Anyway, tell me about the guy.
Yeah, the man today's name is Rusty Durham.
Yep.
He runs an organization called Rusty's Bicycle Recycle.
My name is Russ Durham, and I'm the founder and president of Rusty's Bicycle Recycle. See that black cruiser right there?
Yes, sir.
I would like you to take that for a test drive. Rusty's. It's often the home of last resort for the forgotten bicycles. And so we do that so that people who don't have transportation, the needy, the homeless, the down and out, can still have hope and be able to get around town. We care about you, Rodell. We want to make sure. We also help kids, foster kids, low-income children, and veterans are a big part of what we give away. The veterans deserve everything we can give them. They have put it all on the line. And so they receive the nicest bikes that come out of here.
The bike really is a big deal for a lot of people. You're talking about people for whom a bike is an essential ingredient to get to and from work, to get themselves back on their feet.
Absolutely.
It's kryptonite cable lock. That's what you need. Don't just fix bikes. We treat everyone with dignity, even if we can't give them a bike. What we do is we look them in the eye and we're gentle with them and we tell them, listen, we're gonna be here again.
You have a great day, Patrick.
Growing up, I was chubby as a child, so I did get picked on. So I know what it's like to be at the bottom of the barrel. When you're treated like that, you don't want others to experience the same thing. I was a music teacher for 40 years. I taught band, choir, drum corps, private lessons.
He just retired 3 years ago.
He earned a living as a teacher.
Yep.
And while he was teaching, he realized he had this proclivity
Exactly.
for bikes and repairing them. And so, like so many of these people, we wind up stumbling across. His hobby got out of hand.
Exactly.
Now he's up to his neck in do-goodery.
Exactly.
Let me just say, you're doing great. I mean, you're talking,
Thank you.
you're moving.
Thank you.
There's no helmet, so super risky as we approach speeds of 3 miles an hour, but still. But a bike really is so,
Yeah.
gosh, I wish I had a point. You know, when I don't really have a point, what I like to do is just leave the scene. Anyway, that's Rusty. Sarah has brought me up to speed on who he is and what he does. Now it's my job, to the extent that I have one, to find out why.
We made it here.
And just to be clear, here is where?
So this is in Longwood, Florida,
Yep.
and this is at the workshop of Rusty's bicycle recycling. Really, it's.
I'm fine.
No, I'm sure you didn't.
Not fine. Quick
Do you want
change,
the key
guys.
to
I'm
keep
gonna
the,
throw on another pair of shorts. Crap right up my back.
So Rusty has no idea that we're coming. He knows I'm coming.
Well, yeah, you already met him.
Fair.
Knows you.
Fair.
Okay, I'm going in.
Russ, how are you?
Good.
Good to see you.
Good to see you too. All right.
Well, you guys have clearly met already. Rusty, I'm Mike.
You're kidding me. I didn't know you were. This is a surprise.
We've known each other a long time, and she's been bragging on you and I'm down here working on this other thing.
You are so famous. I'm so.
Well, I'm kind of a
Wow.
big deal, Rusty, you know what I mean?
Wow, man. This guy is like my hero. So.
Not so bad.
Well, that's a way to manage expectations there. Good, solid C+. Is there something I can do with you? Can I repair a bike with
Oh,
you
yeah.
while I'm here?
We'll put you to work. Here's a nice, easy one.
So this was donated and not yet fixed.
Correct. Let's put it on a rack in here.
Sure.
This room is interesting because it now has 4 stations. When the Boy Scout organization came here with their Eagle Scout candidate, they redid this whole thing for us. All we had to pay for was the tools. 2 Eagle Scouts have gotten their big project completed here. One of them did the back wall, and they built that whole thing so we could organize.
So what he's talking about, if you're in the scouting world, you know that an Eagle Scout is as high as you can go, and part of the requirement is to volunteer or do some sort of service-oriented thing, usually in your community. Nick here was a scout, weren't you, Nick?
Eagle Scout.
You're an Eagle Scout?
Yes.
Look
So
at you. Taylor, you never made it?
We blow.
We blow? Well, you know, baby
Okay.
steps. Like Nick here, I got my Eagle Award back when I was 17. I hate to point that out, though, in front of Taylor, who never made it out of the Weeblos.
New mechanics that come in, new volunteers, we immediately put them to work. I don't stand here and lecture them.
I love it.
Because hands-on is how you learn. Go ahead.
So there's fluid in there. Yeah.
There's oil. Okay, that's plenty.
Okay.
You're good. We're good. It feels good.
All right.
To do it right, we would take it all apart, lubricate the bearings. Our challenge is we need to get 35 bikes a week out of here. If we spend 3 hours on each bike, that is not going to happen.
Yeah.
There's so many homeless in Orlando. Orlando is like a drain. They come from all over the north. And they come down here so they can find work and so they can not freeze to death at night.
How dramatic an impact can a bike have?
First, it gives people some dignity and respect. They're able to get where they need to go quickly. It expands their radius from 5 square miles to 150 square miles.
Russ, this gentleman has just arrived.
Okay.
From the sharing center. I just would
Oh,
love,
yeah,
he
John.
can help show a little bit of this process of.
Sure. This is Mike Rowe
Hey, John.
from Dirty Jobs.
How are you?
I know you.
Here to serve through faith and compassion. Are you delivering bikes or picking
I'm
up?
bringing bikes and bringing some back. Rusty is the man who provides us with bikes that we give away to the people in need.
He's the link in the chain.
You got it?
Sharing Center is one of 30 charities that we work with, partner charities. Some take more than 5 bikes a week. Some take less, but they all need them.
This is the thing about bloody do-gooders. They can't do it alone. Rusty, for instance, needs guys like John, who volunteer at various charities around town that interact directly with the homeless population. But Rusty will also take help wherever he can find it, from the Sharing Center to the Boy Scouts to individual volunteers like Mark.
Mark, I need some locks for John. Can you bring a bag? Thanks. All right, good.
Who's that guy?
Mark is a friend of mine. He is homeless. He usually sleeps in the big Sprinter that we have here, but that's in the Mercedes dealer. They're at no charge to me. They're doing all the mechanics on that thing. Wow. We bought it a year ago, and it's got a few little issues.
What Sarah's trying to tell you, in her own subtle fashion, is that there's a surprise coming up that involves Rusty's Sprinter van. Thank you, Sarah.
Neighbor's coming.
Okay, this is Jeff, my next door neighbor, I think. I'm coveting his truck. Yep, that's it. That is a beautiful, yeah, I might buy it from him.
Well, it's for sale. And you know this guy?
He rents right next to me.
The 1970 Toyota Land Cruiser is a legend on wheels. Rugged, reliable, it's the oldest SUV model still in production. The FJ40 has been lovingly referred to in the past as the Moose and the Iron Pig. I get why Rusty's heart skips a beat whenever he sees that car. I just auctioned off a custom 61 Dodge to benefit the Microworks Foundation and understand full well the appeal of aging, badass vehicles. You see that Land Cruiser, the way his
I sure did.
eyes lit up when he saw the thing for sale?
Oh, he used the word coveted.
Yeah. Anyway, the guy who owns it lives around here, so we're going to try and find him to see if he wants to sell it to us for a reasonable offer. It wasn't part of the plan, but really, how cool would it be to get Rusty the car of his dreams? This is Micah. Step 1, figure out if Jeff the neighbor is willing to part with the car, and if so, for how much?
They'll be on the TV.
Exactly, you'll be on the TV.
He'll be famous.
Yeah. And he came to Orlando to be a star.
Hit him with the transcontinental accent.
How do we pay for it? That's Mary's department.
We love this kind of honoree because he's very trusting.
Almost to the point of gullible.
He is, and lovably.
I knew we were doing something with his truck, but that's actually us.
Yeah. When we arrived here and we saw it, it was just in such bad shape. It needed a fully new paint job, and it needed to be wrapped and upgraded, right? So he can ride around in style. And so we have worked with this local auto body shop that's actually only half a mile down the road from Rusty's. They have repainted it, and they're in the process of wrapping it right now. So it's right over here.
So where am I? This is your place?
Yeah, Precision Auto Wraps.
Precision Auto Wraps. And what were your instructions?
So,
what are we in the midst of?
So this is what the van looked like before.
Needs work.
Yeah. We wanted to sand the whole thing, but there just wasn't time. We're getting down to the line. We've got one side to go, but the other sides are finished.
So this is
kind of
what
like the proof.
This is what we're shooting for?
Yes.
And how many hours is it going to take you to do this?
We'll hopefully get it done. When's the reveal?
How many hours do we have?
We like to build in some stakes. We have about 3 hours.
Is that a 3-hour job?
We can do it. We'll get it done.
Not with me standing here slowing you down, though. As usual, we're building a plane in midair. Hopefully, we can land it in style.
Seriously, we think this is gonna happen with the car.
It's in motion. The owner's name is Jeff. He wants 20 grand for it. I think he'll take 19. It's great to do the stuff that we plan to do, but sometimes, he's a nice guy. You just want to do something that he did for him.
Yeah.
I mean, if he's truly a person you should know, and we truly want to do something to thank him for all of his largesse, then we give him a gift. We're going back to see Rusty, I suppose?
Yep, we're going back to see Rusty. We're gonna go follow Rusty, bringing bikes to these different organizations who help vet the recipients of the bicycles.
Okay.
Hello.
Hey, man, did you miss us?
You ready to ride in the Durham-mobile?
what mobile?
The Durham mobile.
Durham.
Yeah, that's
Rusty
my last
Durham,
name.
of course.
Yeah.
You're going to take us over to the, what do they call them?
Sharing Center.
Sharing Center.
And you're going to meet Keisha, who has a heart as big as Florida.
Clearly a metaphor.
Yes.
Let's get this party started.
Let's do this.
Wisconsin.
That's where I came from.
You rode your bike here from Wisconsin?
It took me 2 months and 29 days.
I have a picture on my phone. Never had a home. Even in Wisconsin, he was outdoors.
How long you been here?
About a year and a half now.
Where'd you meet this guy?
Down at Christian Service Center, Salt.
What did it mean for you to have this guy kind of walk into your life after riding 2,000 miles across the country?
It's like I finally met Santa Claus. A real life Santa Claus.
I'm glad you're here. Thanks for your help.
Yep.
We'll see you a little later, okay?
We'll be back.
I'll hold down the fort.
Hold it down.
All right, Mark. Good luck. We're off like a dirty shirt, as my father used to say.
Off like a dirty shirt. We're off like a dirty shirt. Well,
You can use that, by the way.
thank you.
It's not copyrighted.
I will. I just did. How many bikes, if you had to guess, have you recycled?
We do about 2,000 bikes a year. That includes the kids' bikes.
I know you depend on donations and there's a lot of community support, but what's your main cost?
Half of our expense is bike parts. It costs money to give stuff away.
Part
Our
of the pie.
rent is probably 35%. Sharing Center is up here, so we'll just stop right here
Great.
and we can unload. Awesome. So how was your first ride in the Durham-mobile?
It was incredible.
It was an amazing ride. Thank you.
Incredible.
You're an excellent driver.
No, thank
You always remember your first.
So this is the Sharing Center.
Yes.
And are you the queen of sharing? Or are you the, what are you exactly?
Well, they say I am. No, I am the senior manager of community services.
And is this whole facility?
Yes.
Wow.
So we went from a simple food pantry to a drop-in center to what you see now. And so now we offer mental health services. We've expanded client services, so we're able to assist for mortgages, utilities, but most importantly, our homeless can come in, they can get a shower, they can get a bicycle, and they can go and work towards stabilizing.
The Sharing Center in Orlando lives up to its name. Born from the collaboration of 17 local churches, it stands as a true social service hub. Locals call it the Oasis. It's a place that offers everything from laundry facilities to family reunification services, all aimed at helping homeless people get back on their feet or onto a set of wheels. You came into the Sharing Center specifically for a bike?
No, I have been registered with them for being homeless.
Mm-hmm.
And Tuesday I get a place.
She moves into her home.
You get a place?
Yeah.
After how long?
A little over a year.
Okay.
They're paying my rent, water, and electric.
Oh my goodness. Wow. I would say, are you excited? But obviously you are.
Mm-hmm.
What is it, Susan, that if you had to guess, like what do people most not understand about what it is to be without a home?
People can't picture it because they've never been there. They've never had to sleep under a tree or in a tent. And they think that people that are homeless do it because they have a choice. It's not always that way. Sometimes things happen in life that just knock you down, and it takes a while to get back up.
That's character.
Mm-hmm.
So you got back up?
I always do. I'm never gonna let anybody knock me down and keep me down. And that's the only reason why at 61 years old, I'm still going.
And Susan, do you know Rusty? Have you
I've
met?
never met him before today.
Oh my goodness, well this is a moment. This is a moment. Rusty Durham, this is Susan.
It's so
Hello.
good to meet you.
this guy.
It's nice to meet other people that try to help people.
Well, I mean, there's no shortage of them around here.
Okay.
Great. Let's get a bike.
Come on to the back.
It's not every day that Rusty meets the person who is actually receiving one of his bikes. But Susan didn't just get one of his bikes. Susan got a ticket to ride, a way to get to work or to a doctor's appointment. Well, there goes Susan. When you're trying to rebuild your life from the bottom up, there is no such thing as just a bike. Oh, God, I'm sorry. Stupid airline won't wait for me. And on this show, there is no such thing as a real goodbye. What a pleasure to meet you.
Likewise.
Really.
Likewise.
I'm just such a fan of what you're doing.
You don't get to meet one of your heroes very often.
Stop it.
All right.
All right, see you around.
See you now.
So right now, he thinks he just said goodbye to you, right? He is now headed to go have his own beauty shots, montage, ride around. Meanwhile, we're going to go back to his Rusty shop and start setting up for the reveal. Hold on.
Great.
Micah, would you please distract Rusty while I talk through the reveal with Mike?
Were you talking to me?
Yeah, I said, could you please just...
Rusty, are you comfortable riding around the neighborhood on a bike so we can get some more footage of that?
Hey, I'm here for you, man.
It's a layered operation,
Why don't we talk about this in the car?
Okay, great. We feel good about
Because
that.
if
We'll
I didn't
get into the
mention,
details.
I'm horribly sunburned. I'm sitting at
You're right. Oh, sorry.
One job, Sarah. One job.
Okay, good thing I have healing energy.
Yeah, it's a good thing you're cool healing
All right,
hands.
let me tell.
All right, good. That Toyota Land Cruiser that we saw for sale, I think we can buy it. If we can swing it, we should do it. And so just make it happen. Do whatever you do in the back of the van. I don't see what could possibly go wrong. It's true that I don't always know what Mary does in the back of the van. But it's also true that without her, we'd never get anything paid for. So go get him, Mary.
I look at your camera.
You look at my camera right here.
All right.
Tilt towards me a little bit, because I'm down. Yeah, right there.
And just like that, Rusty has his very own thumbnail. Yeah.
I'm amazed by you often.
What did I do?
What you do? Just make it happen.
Eric's right. Mary made it happen again. With the clock ticking, she just persuaded our friends over at U.S. Money Reserve to spring for Rusty's brand new, really old car. It's nice to have partners who give a damn.
How you guys, a little Mary Sullivan and this Mike guy.
Little Mary Sullivan goes a long way. We're gonna take care of some rent.
We got him some parts.
Some parts.
Yep.
And we hit him with this 1970 Toyota Land Cruiser. He's gonna freak out. All right, good. Next up, Rusty's workshop, where friends and neighbors are gathering to help us surprise everybody's favorite tuba player, along with some friends from Groundworks, who answered the phone when Mary called in another favor. Hey.
Hey, how are you doing, sir?
Hi.
How are you?
Nice to meet you, Catherine.
Hey, Catherine.
Nice to meet you, Mike. Rick.
Rick, how are
Yes,
you?
sir.
Thank you so much for helping us out with this.
Absolutely, sir.
It's so great. Groundworks, just by way of explanation, are friends of ours. They turned their entire company into what's called an ESOP. So it's basically you made everybody an owner.
Yes, sir.
Just a great company, a great
Fantastic.
story.
Yes, sir.
And our company is huge on giving back to the communities where we live and work. So this was a perfect tie-in since we work alongside you. You are giving back to one of the communities that we get to work in. So it's a good little partnership to grow.
It's going to be great.
Yes.
Absolutely.
Thank you for including us.
In the meantime, Rats is giving Rusty the supermodel treatment, keeping him distracted and making him feel pretty all at the same time. As Mary makes yet another last-minute phone call to see if we might be able to ratchet up the surprise just a bit. And just like that, Mary strikes again. When the good folks over at PureTalk heard what Rusty was doing for homeless vets right in their own backyard, they wanted to help too.
Hey,
Mike.
Brett. Hey, how are you?
So what are you doing here? How do you fit in?
So I'm here representing PureTalk. Part of the core values of PureTalk is being able to help the veteran community and help our small businesses, and that's part of the reason that we set ourselves apart. I mean, we stand for helping our veterans, so stand for keeping jobs here in America. We got 100% of our customer service here based in the United States, which is rare.
Yeah. So appreciate it.
Of course, Mike.
Thanks for being here.
Thank you.
Terrific.
Nobody's ever wanted to take my picture before. They always, and if it's in a group, they always put me in the back.
No.
What's your last name?
Peavy.
Chris Peavy.
So I work for the homeless veterans sector in the Lake Baldwin VA. We kind of work hand in hand with Rusty.
How does the needle move when a homeless vet suddenly is gifted a bike?
I just love to see the veterans' faces when they're receiving their bikes, especially it's for free. And the good thing I like about Rusty is his main motto for us is, hey, anything for the veterans.
What a different world it would be with more Rusties walking around.
If there was 100 Rusties, this world would be a much better place. I promise you that.
Thank you for being here.
One of these days, we might be able to clone 100 Rusties. Till then, it's time to celebrate the only one there is, and maybe inspire a few more like him to follow in his footsteps.
It's a very strange thing. No network, no sponsors really, except the ones we find along the way. No, I told you it'd be a kick.
Yeah, I love it. It's a thrill. It's my favorite kind of thing, inventing it.
In fact, it's that steadfast commitment to doing things at the last possible moment that inspired this phone call.
Go ahead, Sarah.
Rusty,
Yes.
I would be so grateful if you could bring your tuba today as well. I know it doesn't make sense right now, but it will make sense because it's going to look so cool as part of a shot.
A man and his tuba, truly the Roman Empire of our time.
Very Cicero.
Very Cicero.
Yeah.
All the comments will just say, how very Cicero.
Turn left here. Turn left? Left at the light. Got it.
There we go.
Yeah.
Here's our star. All right, guys, here they're pulling in.
Can't believe you're still here.
I know. A couple things happened. My flight got pushed, so I'm staying.
Awesome.
As long as you're still here and you agreed to get the tuba, that is just
You know,
awful.
old tubas never die. They just smell that way.
Okay, about 30 seconds.
I can give you directions on the way. So.
I'll just follow Taylor. He knows where he's going.
Oh, you're gonna follow. Okay.
Yeah, I'm a follower.
All right.
By and large.
Sarah's here?
Sarah's here.
We may be at maximum load capacity. We got Rusty and his tuba.
Who are all these people? Who are all these people at my shop?
I don't know.
I can't believe this.
Huh?
Who are all these people?
All will be revealed.
Doug's here.
Redeemer's praise. Not bad, huh?
Quartet bass here. Did you hear Mike?
Come here, Rusty, you crazy son of a gun. It's Rusty, everybody. Everybody loves you, man. You're on a new TV show that's not really on TV. It's called People You Should Know. We got a front row seat all day long, and we just thought it would be nice to express our gratitude. You mentioned the stuff that costs the most. Well, just show them, Sarah. I think it was parts. So we called our friends at JBI. Then we made some other calls to some friends of mine over at PureTalk and over at Groundworks. You mentioned earlier that some work was being done at Mercedes, but that wasn't entirely true. What happened was we called some friends over at Precision Auto Wrap, and they worked a little magic, and pretty soon you wound up with that.
You guys are awesome.
If I'm not mistaken, there's one other small thing we can do. Look, I've never before presented a blank check to anybody before, but combined, we're gonna take care of your rent for the next 18 months. if you'd like to say something very briefly, because it's only a half-hour show.
We try and bring some happiness and joy in places that aren't always happy. So God bless you all. I mean, I've never had anything like this happen in my life. You know, I'm just a...
Rusty Durham, everyone. Rusty Durham. I want to thank you again for being on People You Should Know. Oh, you know what? My favorite part of the day, we were standing right here talking, and this guy drove by. Remember? Right.
Yes.
Right.
Yes.
And you remember what you said?
Yes, I've been coveting. I'm not supposed to covet.
I know. That's what was so funny. Well, I got good news and bad news. The bad news is the thing has been for sale now for I don't even know how long.
Oh, gosh.
The good news is this thing is not for sale any longer because it belongs to you. I'll tell you about my friend Angie over at U.S. Money Reserve. We called her right after you said that, and she also looked at what you were doing and said, "You get that man that vehicle on us." And I said, "It's done." So folks, that's how it happens, man. Everybody here stepped up and did a great thing. Rusty Durham is all that in a bag of chips, and now he's got a brand new ride that's only 55 years old. And my work is done, assuming I can still catch that plane. Thanks, my friend.
Bring it in. Give me a hug. You are amazing. You're just amazing. Wow.
Come on!
You're the best.
You do love people, don't you?
I do. They're my life.
And they love you back.
Well, figured that out tonight, that's for sure.
This episode wouldn't have happened without our friends at Groundworks and PureTalk and U.S. Money Reserve. I am so grateful to you guys and grateful to you for suggesting somebody else we should know. All the ideas come from you. Leave it in the comments below. But this one, gonna be tough to top.
Oh yeah. Oh, I love the smell. I want to keep the smell.
Mike Rowe here on a bicycle built for two with my life flashing before my eyes. Any thoughts, Sarah?
Smash that subscribe button if you like what you see.
And even if you don't.
Smash it! Smash it!
By the way, when you stop pedaling, I'm helpless.
Oh no!